This right here has to be one of the most insane and craziest defenses ever.
There's
Possibly.
There's a slight problem with the sweating because I have a peculiar medical condition, which is that I don't sweat, or I didn't sweat.
What? As of course, tell me you're full of crap without telling me you're full of crap. As of course, that is Prince Andrew that now is seen under a different light as we have a Project Veritas expose about him as Kash Patel just gave us some important information about the Epstein client list, as one of those people on those client lists is now accusing Elon Musk of taking the lives of small children. Interesting how all of this kind of goes full circle here, as of course we wanted to do a full update about the story of the decade that I think is absolutely worth talking about, since, you know, there's been a whole huge criminal cover-up of it, with the corporate media, intelligence agencies, and the federal government working hand in hand together when it comes to one of the largest child extortion trafficking operations in the history of the world. That probably now is still continuing under different names and operatives, as just a few hours ago, we got a pretty explosive video from James O'Keefe of Project Veritas. But before getting into that, the FBI director is now being questioned at the U.S. Senate hearing, and he was specifically asked, hey, what's going on? Are we going to get the list? And this is what he had to say, which I found very interesting.
Person with a brain and a beating heart.
Yes, sir.
Did Jeffrey Epstein hang himself, or did somebody kill him?
Senator, I believe he hung himself in a cell in the Metropolitan Detention Center.
Cash, what are you doing? Big disappointment. Big red. I believe the official version of events here. Really? Are you just trying to be official? The wording on that, you could have said the official version of events is this, but there's an overpreponderance of evidence showing foul play by the authorities at the highest and lowest level here that all participated in what looks like a criminal cover-up of these events, to where we are still uncertain about exactly what happened there. Yeah. I mean, the guy's freaking earlobe looks completely different than it does in normal life here, as every aspect of this story. The guy, the first time we heard it, Epstein tried to take his own life in jail. Then they're like, oh, no, he actually got beat up. Wait, which was it? Epstein comes out and says he's not trying to take his own life. Oh, Epstein then took his own life. What? As he was specifically put into a protection ward to make sure that he wasn't going to take his own life. Oh, his jailmate was told to leave the cell, which never happens. Oh, the guards were, quote, sleeping while they were also looking at high-end goods that they were going to be purchasing for themselves at the same time. Oh, the camera malfunctioned. And then according to the U.S. government, under Donald Trump, during his first administration, when all of this transpired and happened, by the way, we had the Attorney General of the United States, also connected to Epstein, whose father gave Epstein his start at the Dalton School, come out and say, oh, yeah, I saw the footage. He definitely took it. He definitely took his own life. And then he's like, oh, no, the footage went missing. Whoa, wow, who would have saw those turn events? But yeah, believe the official version of events if you want. If you also believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. Cash, you have a responsibility here to speak truthfully and honestly to the American people. And this right here, saying you believe the official version of events here, that's disappointing. The second answer here, also very disappointing too.
Are you going to release all the information about that?
Senator, we are working through that right now with the Department of Justice.
When you think you'll have it done, Cash?
I think in the near future, sir. Okay,
no direct timeline. The facial expressions here say a lot here. Let's just be real with ourselves, okay? It's not looking good. In the near future, that's like at some time. You might as well say, I don't know. I have no clue. I have no idea. I don't know anything. You might as well say that. Why didn't you?
Like before I die?
Senator, we've been working on that, and we're doing it in a way that protects victims and also doesn't put out into the ether information that is irrelevant for production of the public, such as CSAM.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Information that is irrelevant. As of course, we've been giving nothing but irrelevant information here. Good line of questioning by Senator John Kennedy here, who had to follow up. When am I live? As of course, how long have we been waiting for all of this? Why haven't we gotten any kind of legitimate answers here? What's really going on here? As there's victims here that are also allegedly taking their own lives, as we had the latest developments with Virginia Giuffre. Very strange circumstances and events to which the father of doesn't believe the official version of events as well. Clearly, something is up here. Something is wrong here. Are the people that are still on the client list still in charge here? Individuals like, good old Billy Boy. We're going to talk about him. There's a lot of news pertaining to Bill Gates. He's very outspoken, as of course we still have the Project Veritas video to play for you as well and get into that bigger revelation, which I think is one of many revelations to come. And a lot of people have missed that particular take here. As of course, if you appreciate our work when it comes to this particular story that has got us censored, demonetized, shadow banned, of course, we risked life and death literally going on Epstein's Island. If you want to support that work, because I want to do more of that work, I want to go out there into the field. I need at least someone to help me film, at least someone to help me edit, because I just can't do it on my own, especially with the tough schedule that all of us have in front of us. So I need your help. You could support me on unfiltered.com. You get 13 plus years of exclusive videos, 3 master classes, and of course, really cool in real life events. We're going to be doing one in Nevada, in Las Vegas. We're going to be doing another one in New Hampshire in the town of Lancaster. So we're going to be doing some in the White Mountains. We're going to be doing some really cool, fun stuff for our members. We just had a really, really challenging, awesome, fun range day that was very intensive, but also just very rewarding. I really like doing challenging things, and now me and my members are doing some of the most challenging things out there. It's really just something else that I don't see anyone else provide to their members. We try to build up this community as much as we can here. You guys get to talk to each other. You get to talk to me to the Telegram channel. Signing up, it's quick, it's easy, it's simple. Click the link in the description. Click right here, fill in your information, and just double check the spam. For some reason, all of our emails are going to spam, which is a little perplexing since a lot of people don't hear this message. And then, of course, they don't never get the email, and they're like, oh, yeah, I paid for this. I never got it. And I'm like, it's absolutely frustrating to have to deal with. And that's the type of situation we're dealing with, since, of course, we have dealt with so many censorship and obfuscation efforts that are just really difficult to deal with throughout the last few years. And that's why your support more crucial than ever. And we appreciate you guys more than you know it. That's sign up to unfiltered.com. And we're going to give back to you guys as much as we possibly, physically, humanly can. Now, let's go on and talk to Billy Boy here, as Moob's man himself, fake meat merchant, investor in all of the current things that our society is being plagued with that he benefits off of. Bill Gates just announced and did a pretty interesting interview with CBS News. It looks like he's trying to do like a little redemption tour, and he probably met with some of like the highest, most biggest paid minds in marketing and PR, and they're like, look, guys, my wife said I wouldn't stop hanging out with Epstein. Listen, there's all these other women coming forward at Microsoft talking about my Microsoft. There's all these accusations against me. I mean, I do want to see the population of the world go down significantly. It already is. I'm like one of the most powerful billionaires in the world. I am blocking out the sun. Give me some good PR here, all right? What are we going to do here to change it up, especially now with the Epstein client list coming out? Especially now when it comes to, everyone looking at me, because that was like my best buddy that we used to talk about eugenics and population control with. that my wife divorced me over because I chose him over her. What am I going to do here? And they said, listen, we got this. We got this. We're going to get the best prostitutes out there to service you live on national television. Yep. And they're going to make you look nice. They're going to make you look professional. And then you know what? You're going to tell them. You're going to tell them what you told them before. You're going to tell them you're going to give away half of your wealth. Bill Gates announced that his wealth like literally skyrocketed afterwards. All of this is being done with like tax incentives and foundations where, of course, he just gets to avoid paying taxes. Hey, no shame in the game, brother. No shame in the game. Trust me, if anyone understands, especially with all the problems, IRS problems that I've been having. Just a coincidence, just a quinkity. I bet these PR people came to him and be like, okay, how can I look better than I look now? And they're like, we got it. Tell them that you're going to give away all of your money by 2045. Bill Gates probably won't be alive by then. But he's like, but it doesn't matter. He's like, I'm going to give away all my money, and I'm not going to give any to my children. Ha ha ha. Okay. Understandable. As, of course, people need to understand, first of all, this guy's a businessman. Second of all, he's a eugenicist, population controller, as he comes from a long line of eugenicists and population controllers that have been doing some of the most awful, horrible experiments and carrying out the scientific experiments on the face of this earth. Now, let's be real. Let's be real with ourselves here. Okay, hey, I'm not giving any money to my kids because I want them to make it on their own. That's an earnest, good take. Is it a genuine take? I don't think so. I think it's a PR take. Let's just be royal with ourselves here. As, of course, the Daily Mail, all right, Bill Gates snubs kids from inheritance, billions, as he makes shock announcements that he's giving away all of his money. Okay, he announced this before. It's a big PR move, and then he just becomes richer. $200 billion. He's going to give away $200 billion within the next 20 years. Okay, I'll believe it when I see it. Specifically when it comes to how a lot of his, quote, philanthropist efforts always finance and bankroll a lot of the stuff that he's invested in. Interesting. As now he's coming out and accusing Elon Musk of hurting children. Yep, you heard that correctly. The irony is so rich here. The irony is like, really? You're going to blame Elon Musk for hurting children because of USAID cuts when you're the guy hanging out with the asset that procures small children to rich and powerful people? Are you freaking kidding me? You're the Epstein connected guy. You're the eugenicist guy. You're the force procedures and intrusive projects, Frankenstein projects on people. You're the guy doing some of the most horrible, awful stuff on the face of this earth. And now you're accusing Elon Musk of doing this. And he came out, it's going to be 2 million lives. 2 million lives are going to be lost here.
Now with these cuts, if they're not reversed, we'll go to over 6 million dying. So instead of going down, we'll go back up.
Wow. So it's a difference of 2 million lives.
Absolutely.
He's making it up out of his own moobs. Give me a break. Really? Give me a freaking break here. As, of course, this is the guy connected to someone that everyone knew overwhelmingly was hurting children. As now we have a Project Veritas, James O'Keefe exclusive. And I get a lot of people don't have the taste for the kind of preamble that happened before this, and a lot of the hype, a lot of the buildup. And I understand. It's kind of the name of the game. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I understand the disdain for it. But when it comes to this revelation, it actually is big. It's actually important. And a lot of people are like, this is it. This is another thing. Actually, this is something. Plus, it's a build-up to more stuff that's going to be coming out here. This is not just this stuff. There's other stuff coming out here as well, which is important to understand here because a lot of people are like, this was so hyped up. It still is very big here. It still is very significant here, in my opinion. But we should be talking about the merits of the work here, not the fact that there was a build-up to it. So again, James is known for doing a lot of these kind of build-ups, a lot of this PR. This, to me, is a big story, and it deserves a lot of attention. And I could understand how you could go and be like, okay, we're going to get as much press as we can for this. But we have someone very close to the royal family, the royal family advisor, coming out and admitting, Prince Andrew was hurting underage children. That's big because, again, the royal family, Prince Andrew denied all of this because, quote, he sweats. He doesn't sweat. He has a medical condition that prevents him from sweating. And therefore, Virginia Roberts Giuffre's version of events can't be true. Oh, she's gone. Oh, how convenient. Oh, interesting. As I think this is the kind of issue that has been building up at the perfect time here. This is very strategic, too, because look at what happened to Virginia. Virginia was paid out by Prince Andrew to shut up, to not speak out against him. She passes away. Everyone's now looking at Andrew being like, yeah, there's no way Andrew could save face out of this. His main accuser no longer is here and took her own existence away, which also is pretty dark and pretty messed up. Now we have someone that's very close to him, that raised his children, that was a part of his life, coming out and saying on hidden camera, yeah, all of it is true. All of it is messed up. He was hurting and having inappropriate adult relations with underage children. That's big here. That's vast here. And this is John Bryan, Prince Andrew's crisis advisor and the advisor to the British royal family, saying this. This is big, guys.
Prince Andrew, he was in the Navy. He was 250 days at sea. He never saw his kid. I was really pissed because he lied to me. Epstein. And then I did a big thing in the Daily Mail saying that I believed Andrew. And then I found out he was lying. I was so pissed. No, he was f***ing underage girls. That's not cool.
John Bryan has been a close.
Okay, this is not just Ghislaine. This is not just one person. Multiple. All right. Who are these other multiple underage children that he was having relations with? That's the question that should be asked right now, as the British police in the United Kingdom said, we don't need to investigate this, even though there's accusers coming forward, even though there's evidence provided. The UK police were like, it's just like those grooming gangs. Those don't matter. Yeah, who cares about that? Yeah, forget about it. That's not important at all. Excuse me? Now I think it's fair to say that there should be an investigation. There probably won't. But this is big. Again, John Bryan, Royal Family Aid, claiming multiple children. And this is the guy, Prince Andrew, that hung out with Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, Prince Andrew, all of some of the most powerful people on the earth, always connected to the royal family. This was the Queen's favorite son. And now we're finding out that, hey, there's not just one young person here, it's multiple. That's big. And it's people from his closest circle, people that are most connected to him, the people that raised his own children, saying, he lied to me. I was pissed because people were publicly defending him, saying, no, he's innocent. But then they come out and they're like, yeah, I was just used. I was screwed over by these people who weren't telling me the truth. And we're continuing to hurt small children. Now, Donald Trump is trying to strike a comprehensive trade deal with the United Kingdom. News is coming in that actually was finally done and reached. I think a part of that deal should be the extradition and arrest of Prince Andrew. If you agree, share this video, because I whatever you might think about the theatrics of this all, this is critically important, and I would say something that needs to get out there to the general public more than ever, since, of course, there's been so much stagnation by the official system preventing the disclosures, the release. And the only way that this information is coming out is through independent journalists. So whatever you might say about the prelude, good stuff, good work by Project Veritas. And absolutely, I'll take it. Give me a little show. Give me a little I'll take it. As long as you keep exposing these people that hurt children. Absolutely, 110%. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more Project Veritas videos coming, by the way, related to this topic. Stay tuned for that and a lot more, all here exclusively on youtube.com/wearechange.